What's good, guys? Good morning. Happy Monday morning, October 4th, 2021. And, I usually jump on here and try to give you guys some news and a little bit of this and a little bit of sports. So I'm going to try to check out the Raiders and Chargers game later. So look out for that video. I still got to look at it and do my decode on it. But if you've been following the channel, I'm 3 out of 4 so far. I did lose the Dallas Cowboys game. And I do believe, if, like I was asking a few people, I don't know if the Cowboys coach, if that record was correct, if he did stay at 87 losses, it would make a whole lot of sense with the whole thing with Gronk and stuff. Wearing the number 87 and I forget his name, Jalen Hurts, his birthday's 8/7. Anyways, you can go back and look at the videos. But I did call the Bengals to win. They won. I called the Jets to win yesterday. They won. The Buccaneers to win. They won. Which, I mean, is kind of like a no-brainer with the Bucs. But, again, I showed, measuring from Bill Belichick's birthday to yesterday's game was 170 days. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 170. I think that was like one of the more solid riddles. So that's as far as the football stuff goes for now, until I check it out more with the Raiders and the Chargers for the Monday Night Football. But this video is just, I guess, I like to document these quote unquote coincidences. And again, like every day you can do this. So I think that's what makes people think this particular thing that I'm going to show right now a coincidence. So a lot of people, I catch a lot of flack when I do things like this because, I mean, it is somewhat true and it's somewhat not true. So we're looking at 277 and the number 88. So today is the 277th day of the year, leaving 88 days left in the year. Now, I typically like to go on Google and look at the number and hit the news tab. And you see a couple of stories. Well, I guess most of the stories involve Hawaii. 17 hours ago, 15 hours ago, 18 hours ago. So that would be yesterday. Right? Yesterday, the 276th day of the year. But, I'm seeing the news now. And it just so happens to be, 7 new coronavirus-related deaths and 277 additional infections. So I'm sure any one of these stories has more information if you're looking for that type of stuff. So again, like I said earlier, a couple seconds ago, I guess you could type in this number, and even like 3 days ago. Now, 3 days ago in India, it says there's 277 more deaths. So that's the argument a lot of people will present to me. Is like, well, 3 days ago, it wasn't the 277th day of the year. It was the 274th day of the year. And the point is like, why? Why the numbers? And, I guess, like, tomorrow, you could do it again, too. Like, you could say, okay, you could type in any number, 278. It'll pop up, 4 hours ago, But it's, like, just right in time for today, the 277. And another thing is, 277 is a prime number. It is the 59th prime number. So what I like to generally do is I like to dig a little. So I'll say like 59 cases, right? And I'll try to look for something that came out today. Oh man, I think I'm catching the vid. Oh boy. No, I'm just playing. But so like 59 for instance, and then I'll hit news and see if there's anything for today. So 1 day ago, Indy man charged with buying gun used to kill Chicago child. I'm sure there's something in there. Well, maybe it's just because it says Fox 59. So you know, sometimes you want to stay away from things like that. But I guess this is what it is. 59, Fox 59, Fox 59. So I guess I can understand why some people say, well, you can type in any number and anything will come up. But let's click into one of these stories and see if there's anything. If it's a 59-year-old or, you know, the street number or something along those lines. So this is a short story. Has nothing to do with it. 46-year-old male. So nothing with the 59 there. But I like to type in things like this. 59 cases. And, you know, for some odd reason or another, this came up again, the 277. Well, let's see if there's a 59 in here for Maui or whatever. So, let's just look. Yeah, look at that. So, of today's 277 cases, if you read a little bit, it says there were 248 cases identified as confirmed, and 29 probable cases were added to the count. The confirmed included 143 on, I don't know how to pronounce that, I don't want to butcher it. And then it says 59 on Hawaii's island. And then 17 on Maui. So, but the funny part is to see the 59 right there on Hawaii's island. All right, so 59 is a prime number. It's the 17th prime number. And again, you know, like the next number down is 17 on Maui. You know, I mean, as far as the 28 and stuff go, I'm sure there's things to it. I really don't know. But these are things that I like to document. And I find super strange. And, you know, again, I can understand some people's beef with what I do here. Some of this stuff could be coincidental, you know? But I mean, let's see if there's a 59-year-old, you know, let's see if there's something about 59. So, Philadelphia, Nasir, vigil held for Philadelphia security guard gunned down while on duty. So, 59, I wonder why that popped up. 59, huh? I don't know, dude. Yeah, see this? Police found the suspect, 59-year-old Wayne John Dorelis, armed with a knife. See, but this is what I'm talking about. Like this story today, of all days, they released this story. You know, 277, the 59th prime number. Now you're getting a guy who's 59. You know, you see what I'm saying here? So, again, how much of this stuff is coincidental? How much isn't? And again, yeah, you can type in any number and get these stories. Like 5 days ago, some guy died in a motorcycle crash. But again, that's not today, you know what I'm saying? So, like, sure, you can type in any number up here, you know, add whatever you want to it. 59-year-old, 59 deaths, 59 cases. And sure, things will pop up from 5-6 days ago. But my research here is to show you guys on the day that I'm showing you, like today, for instance, 277, the 59 prime. Again, like what we see here. A 59-year-old, I guess, killed a security guard or something. Security guard gunned down inside office building. So the kid pictured as dead, and they found the suspect armed with a large knife and took him into custody. Witnesses said he entered the third floor and discharged a firearm, but no injuries were reported. 3 homemade guns were recovered along with 2 spent shotgun weightings, police said. Again, I don't really know. It's tough to really call this type of stuff. But again, you know, this is what this channel's about. It's about documenting what I see, trying to get other people to see what I'm seeing. This channel is not about forcing people to view my content and they gotta believe it. Like, you know, no. Use your own brain in your head. and view my content objectively, and maybe I can get you to scratch your head and go, maybe there is something to it, maybe not. Again, once you see this stuff, you learn this code, you can do all this stuff by yourself. It doesn't take much time to really figure this stuff out. It really doesn't, especially if you're good with math in a way. And we got the calculator. Again, if the calculator didn't exist and we had to write all this stuff out, like no one, again, no one's gonna be doing that. So shout out to Derek for creating the calculator. But again, no one would know this stuff's going on if once upon a time someone didn't doubt, Gematria Effect News, who's also known as Zachary K. Hubbard, the person that taught me this stuff. And, some guy came along, doubted it, thought he was nuts, thought he was schizo. Like many people think I'm nuts and schizo and this and that, which isn't true. It's just I enjoy math and I enjoy patterns, and I realize from the moment I wipe the crust out of my eyes, everything's a shape and a pattern. So, I mean, again, the point is I don't want to rant too much, but thank you to those guys for showing me this stuff. And now I get to show whoever hasn't run into Zach or hasn't run into Derek's channel a chance to try to follow my journey here. And, again, some people get turned right off from this type of stuff. Me, I just, it started out like that for me too. I wanted to disprove it. That's why I opened up a YouTube channel. And I think maybe like the first 20 or 30 videos, I used maybe 10 ciphers. Now I'm down to 4. And, it's just a growing process with me. Learning process, growing process, So I thank people for following me on my journey here. And hopefully this stuff can help a few people. I mean, this story isn't helping nobody. But what the point is like, if you were to show one of your loved ones something like this and said, if they, first off, they even have to understand that it's the 277th day of the year. Most people don't even know that. The heads are so fucking jammed in their ass. You know what I mean? Most people know there's 365 days in the year, but they don't know that today's the 277th day of the year, right? That's for starters. And then when you want to get more complicated, they don't know prime numbers. So trying to explain this to somebody who's never seen this stuff, they're going to think you're nuts. But, yeah, 277, the 59 prime number. We get a story about a 59-year-old. Very simple. So that's that for this particular story. And I'm sure it goes on even with the 88. 88 days left in the year. Let's just look. See if there's any stories today. Yeah, see? Henry Baskin, attorney to Marvin Gaye, Dick Puritan, those in need, dies at 88. So, you know what I mean? The Motown lawyer dies today. Or at least the news is coming in today about, Motown lawyer, TV personality. So, and there's a few other things here. Prominent alumni joined District 88. How about this one? Utah Public Radio. Logan plant to Mexico, laying off 88 workers. I don't know. And all these stories, 6 minutes ago, 7 hours ago, 2 hours ago, it's all today, so I think my point is proven. And, again, go out into the world, open up the calculator. If you see something interesting, document it. And do what I do. Open up a YouTube channel. Don't worry about people making fun of you and thinking you're crazy. And I actually think people are crazy for not seeing this stuff. So it's all about perspective. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really that worried about someone, like, chastising you about the numbers, I mean, that's the least of your worries, man. Like, if you know what's going on, share it, and let people know. Wake people up. Be a good neighbor, you know what I mean? Like, be a good friend and let your family and friends know, like, the energy they're giving to these stories, you're wasting your energy. These people are energy vampires. Now, again, I say that to say this. This story could be real. This guy, obviously he's probably dead. I've documented several not coincidences, but some of them are coincidental. But I've documented several things in my own organic life. People that I've known who are shot and killed, and a story comes out, and the quotation from the story equals the dude's last name. So again, I'm not trying to overwhelm people, but the thing is people need to really wake up, and there's other things aside from what I'm showing here. This is just like, numerology for beginners, these types of videos. Like when I start doing other stuff, it gets a little more advanced, like the sports decoding and stocks and whatever. But yeah, man, I just wanted to share that with you. And it's all about the prime numbers, like today, Monday Night Football. The first thing I'm going to look for is for a team to become 5-9, or maybe they're 4-9, they become 5-9, or maybe they are 5-8, they can become 5-9, or maybe they're 1-7 or 1-6, and they can become 1-7, 59-17 prime. Those are things that you got to look for in sports. Today is October 4th. It's not a prime number. 104 isn't a prime number. But I mean, there could be teams that sum to 104, and so there's a lot that goes into this stuff. But again, if this channel interests you guys, and that's why I renamed the channel. It just so happens to be, because a lot of people do think this stuff is coincidental, which I mean, at the same time, there's days where, I look back at stories and I'm like, there are some organic things that do happen. And again, there are things that are inorganic. So the question on this channel really is, is it God cherry picking, or is it man? And in my experience, the 3 years that I've been studying this, I've only uploaded for a year. But in my 3 years of doing this particular work, I've noticed most of it isn't coincidental. At least the news media isn't coincidental. Organic stuff, though, does happen all the time, as you guys can see with my coffee order stuff and yada, yada, yada. All right, I went on long enough with this video. I am going to enjoy my coffee, and I'm going to look at this Raiders game, and I'll upload what I find, and hopefully we can become 4-5. All right, guys, peace.